Well, howdy doody guys, how's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in. We were talking about this Iceco JP50 Pro from Iceco. Did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, this thing is pretty freaking sweet. It's packed full of freaking all sorts of gizmos and gadgets, little details and specs and stuff. So let's dive into this thing. Alright guys, first things first, I did bring me a cheat sheet because this thing is packed with some specs and some pretty smart little features here. But let's just go around it, take a little look at it, and check her out. We'll dive into some specs and get her fired up. See what we got going on here. Alright, not only does it make a good chair, but you can open this freaking thing from both sides. It's got this little basket in here. Not too shabby. It's got some nice durable, I mean this thing feels really well built. It does run off 12 volt or 120, and it's a fridge and a freezer, and it'll get down to -4 degrees if you really need it to. It's got some good little tiny wheels on here. It's got a USB charger so you can plug in USB. It's got DC and AC plug-ins, and it does have another plug-in over here. Nice little sturdy handle, lift up. Of course, if you don't know how to lift up and roll something. Now I did bring my little power bank. This does have the option of an Iceco little power bank that'll run it for like 8 hours, which is a separate feature. And this is magnetic, so it'll stick right to the side of it. Get this bad boy plugged in, fire it up. Turn this on. Bada bing, bada boom. Turns on. This thing's really simple. Hold her on. This thing has an eco mode, and it's pulling 12.8 volts right now. We'll set the temperature to right at about 41. That seems about a good little temperature. Listen to that thing. You could barely hear it. It's pretty freaking quiet. Not too shabby. Also, this thing has a UV lighting inside of it, so it like disinfects itself. We'll put you guys in there and then we'll turn on the UV light and see what she does. Hopefully you guys can see that. UV light turns on. This thing also has a little alarm that if you leave the lid off for a minute, it'll start beeping at you and let you know that it's kind of off. We'll leave this off, let it go for a minute, see if she starts beeping. Alright, well it's letting us know that it's not getting any cooler because the lid is not on properly. Of course you're not going to leave it like that, but more than likely, I mean we put it back on there and it still ain't clipped in, but it did alarm us. You're not going to lose a lot with it just being barely cracked anyway, but this thing also comes with a little cooler sack. You can throw it in. I recommend throwing this thing in, like if you're at home preparing, getting ready for your adventure, throw it on the 120 on the wall, let it get cold, whatever. It only takes a matter of like maybe 30 minutes, if that, to get cold, and then throw it in this bag. I'll throw it in here real quick, and that keeps it extra cooler. I mean, what could go wrong? It stays colder for longer. Well, I mean, why not? And it's will protect your investment. So let's throw this thing on there and check it out. Bada bing, bada boom. Simple and easy slip-on design. You got the vents on the side so your compressor can still breathe. Access to your plug-ins. And last but not least, throw on the top. The old zippy dippy. Bada bing, bada boom, good to go. I know you don't have to take that off every time. If you want to just get to the top, it does have this top zipper here to get on in there. Not too shabby. This thing does have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're unsatisfied with it, you can send it right back. The compressor has a 5-year warranty on it, and it's a German-made compressor, and it's supposed to be really good. I've watched other reviews and stuff on this, you know, to get a feel for it. And so far, everybody's been really happy with Iceco and their products. And it also has another 1-year warranty on every other part on it. So it's backed pretty good. It's built pretty stout. I mean, this thing's pretty sturdy. And if you run solar on this to your bank or whatever, you could be virtually off grid without having to do like a primitive fridge in the ground or anything like that. But besides that, it weighs about 40.8 pounds. It is a little bit heavy, but it does have wheels. And the compressor can run at like a 45-degree angle. So if this thing's mounted in your off-road rig and you're doing some overlanding, the compressor will still run up to 45 degrees, bouncing around, shimmying, shaking, all that stuff. So that's a pretty good little feature. Although it is called the JP50 Pro, it is a 47-liter inside. But I mean, there'll be plenty of freaking storage. I mean, a few days off-road, you should be golden. This thing does also have a smart feature in it that, like, if you're running off your car, if it gets down to about 10 volts, it'll shut itself off so it doesn't completely drain your battery and leave you stranded in the middle of nowhere, or whatever power bank you're using. Like, even off this, if it senses 12 volt or about 10 volts, it'll shut itself off so it doesn't completely drain it. And my favorite thing about this, why I really said yes to this, like going on longer trips and stuff, there's no more ice. So I've had so many occasions out in the hot winter day, or said that backwards, hot summer days, where the ice melted and you have like bread or anything in there and it gets in there and completely soaks your bread for sandwiches or hot dogs or whatnot. So I'm pretty excited about that. Honestly, we have not taken this out on any adventures yet. Oh, we're really camping now, guys. We got this freaking thing, 12 volt refrigerator freezer combo from Iceco they sent us. Cool thing about this too, once it gets to the temperature, the desired temperature, I got this thing set on eco low. Once it gets to that temperature, it completely stops and from pulling power. I mean, it's at a cool 12.9 volts, but that compressor's not running. The only thing that's going right now is that screen. So that's pretty cool. So it's not constantly sitting there drawing power the whole time. That's a plus. But I just wanted to show you guys this thing. I'll keep you updated on a long-term situation with this, because we will be bringing this on some adventures. There is a code. I'll put it on the screen. It's McGee123 and a discount link and below. So you could use the link and the code, I think, to get more. And there's no limit on that time-wise. So it is valid as long as this video is up. With this product, or their product. Anyway, guys, I'm very excited about this. Something new, something to do. So we'll be having some overland adventures coming up soon. I mean, nothing crazy, maybe just not overland, car camping videos. But yeah, and I want to give a big shout out to Iceco. They have been pleasant to work with. Some companies, you have no idea, that reach out and then they try to ream down your throat, this, that, and the other. And Iceco's been real pleasant to work with, and I'm really excited about this product. Anyway, guys, the link for this thing will be in the description. Check it out if you're in the market for something like this. It's, they stand by their product, so I'll shout it out. Anyway, with that being said, we'll see you guys very soon with some camping adventures. Anyway, make every day great exploring Earth. Catch you guys on the next one.